Still don't really like the angle that it's at. What up, YouTube? It's been like forever since I done uploaded a video. I don't even remember the last video I uploaded. I don't remember. It was probably a video game I played. No, it was either the video game or the thing about being stopped by the cops. It's just, I ain't really been interested in uploading no videos. Shoot, it's like 1:32 in the morning. The only reason I ended up recording this is because I figure why not? I wanted to test out my camera eventually anyway, and this is a good opportunity as any because I don't feel like going to sleep. So as you can tell, I don't feel the best. It's just a lot of, I really don't even want to be wearing this shirt. But anyway, it was like the last thing that happened. Not much, I guess that's why I haven't been doing YouTube videos. I started working another job recently. And it's kind of this girl that I'm trying to build a relationship with. But I'm still figuring that out. As far as the two jobs, I only started recently working the other job like yesterday. This week was my first full week. I've worked 10 days there so far. And it's alright. But I do not get enough sleep. Like, at all. I still work at my other job at Wendy's. I work at Firehouse now too. I work at Firehouse 11 to 4, and I work Wendy's 5 to 11 or 5 to close. It's usually closed because Wendy's won't let me not close. So, I recently, anyway, there's some goals that I want to accomplish in the next 2 years. So I thought picking up another job would be the ideal thing. You know, can't drive, so I've been Ubering everywhere if I don't walk. Which I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, because originally my mom was like, why not just work at the McDonald's that's like right up the street from the Wendy's? And I thought that would be a good idea. I was going to give it time, but one of my old coworkers from Wendy's said she was a manager at that firehouse and asked me if I wanted a job, and I was like, sure. I already said I wanted to do 2 jobs. I wanted to test it out. Even though my dad was like, it's probably not a good idea because you really don't need to work 2 jobs. I mean, if I felt like it, I could just work more hours at Wendy's and make a decent amount of money to save up for the goals that I do have. Because shoot, in a couple months, I could easily rack up money if I still wanted to work there, which I don't. But I was like, hey, I can't say I can't do it if I don't try it. And then, like I said, there's this girl that I wanted to build a relationship with. I still want to. We're taking it slow. We're still at the like getting to know each other stage, which is good for me because I never really took the time to get to know the women I dated. It was usually I would know them for a little bit, I would date them, and it wouldn't work out. So with this one, we're trying to take it slow, trying to get to know each other, which is good. It gives me the freedom to mature emotionally because I still feel things that I haven't really got to feel in a while, like just liking somebody. Like it's been so long since I've just generally liked somebody and had positive feelings towards somebody. So that's been good for me. But the working 2 jobs has been terrible. Recently I blew up at Wendy's, Cause honestly, Firehouse, when I first started working there, or when I was gonna first get the job, I was like, oh yeah, Wendy's is gonna kiss my A, and Firehouse is gonna be the savior of jobs because it's supposed to be so much better. That was like a 3 day delusion that quickly went away. My dad gave me this whole speech because I told him I was like, I'm gonna go into work at Wendy's Monday, and I'm gonna tell him, look, I'm not closing no more because I work 2 jobs. I'm gonna be tired, so I'm not trying to close no more. If you schedule me to close, you better have other people closing because I'm not gonna do it. And my dad was like, you sure you want to do that? You just started working at Firehouse. It can seem good now, but they already been kind of screwing you over just from trying to hire you. And when this was like your first job and gave you a shot when you didn't even have confidence in yourself to get a job, which made me think, I was like, yeah, okay, maybe I can tell Firehouse to kiss my A and continue working at Wendy's. There was like a few problems that I thought was gonna be at Firehouse that weren't there. So I was like, I'm gonna at least try. I'm gonna do this, work in these 2 jobs, see how it goes. Working at Firehouse isn't that bad. It's like, I mean, no job is really bad if you just get to know what you're doing. Like the first 3 days, I was like, I feel like I'm slowing everybody down. By the fourth day, it's like, yeah, whatever. I got the gist of it, and they seem to appreciate my work ethic. So, but again, getting to Wendy's has been BS after BS after BS after BS every day. It has not failed. Since like last month, we've been getting like an increase in customers. But the thing about the difference between working at Firehouse and working at Wendy's is the environment. At Firehouse, you're around like there's a Chick-fil-A like right across the street, so naturally you're not gonna get the worst type of people because Chick-fil-A is like the god of restaurants, so nobody's really gonna come in there and act ignorant or yell at you, as they're supposed to be like at the top. In Firehouse, you get like the stragglers. So far in my 10 days of working there was only like one guy that really complained, and he was annoying, but he quickly shut up, so it wasn't that bad. But working at Wendy's, you got customers that just get so aggravating. Like the first bad customer I dealt with was in that video where I said customer cuts me out. After that, it wasn't really like the worst. Now it's the worst. We got stupid people that just come to the drive-through and act a fool. We got people that come in the front act a fool. People have a staring problem. They like giving you attitude because the line isn't moving as fast as it could be when we already don't have enough people as it is. Because people keep leaving. Nobody's been hired since like 5 people have left both shifts. It's like we're already dealing with a lot of crap. And then you have to come and bring your crap. And my attitude has just gotten worse. Like, the epitome of it was Friday. Because Thursday, I um I went to Firehouse and I went to Wendy's. I was supposed to leave at 11, didn't get to because this girl I'm trying to build this relationship with, I stayed with her to make sure she had a ride home because of her circumstances. I didn't end up going to sleep till like 4 ish. And I was like, 4 hours would be a decent amount of time, maybe 5 if I do get to sleep till 9. But one of my coworkers called me at like 8 in the morning to complain about her check. And I love her, that's my little sister, but I was tired. So, and then on top of that, I had stomach problems. So whatever energy I had was gone. Went to Firehouse late, left late. I'm always leaving late. It's like they know I have another job, but I'm still leaving darn near close to 5. And at this point, I don't even care to come to Wendy's on time because the job sucks. But yeah, so I eat. It's the first meal because I never get to eat until I clock out of Firehouse because I don't. my first meal of the day is whatever sub I get from there. So I ate, Ubered to Wendy's. It was crap. Personally, the manager that was there, I don't like working with, because ever since there was an incident where I had to close when I didn't want to close, but I was in a position that I couldn't just leave. Ever since then, it's been BS every time I work with him. That particular night was the worst. We had the worst customers coming through. I was the good thing so far about working at Firehouse is that it prepares me. It puts me in a better mood of dealing with people, because it's not like it doesn't wear you down as you're working. Wendy's beats that down in like 3 hours. So I'm trying to be nice to people. That lasts for about 3 hours, and I'm starting to get worn down. I'm dealing with drive through. Drive through is like a never ending hell. It just sucks. So I'm dealing with that, trying to get these customers out. Um, there's one girl, she just came from break. She's helping us out. This other girl, she just goes on break. So I'm like, all right, look, let me ring up some food before you take the drawer, because we already have problems with people just taking food. And I know I'm gonna want to eat, because all the energy that I had from the sub that I had earlier is gonna be gone by the time I get to eat. So I'm like, let me ring up some food. And this particular manager has a problem with me wanting to eat every time I work for some reason. So he complains about me wanting to eat. I didn't say let me just clock out right quick and eat. I know we're busy. I just said let me ring up something before you take the drawer, so you know that I'm gonna get something to eat. And he complains, oh, you always gotta eat, and uh, problems that don't even have nothing to do with me. I'm like, I work 2 jobs. What the f do you expect? Like, I'm hungry. Like, what? So I was blowing up at him. Then this other customer, I'm trying to deal with him. His friend gets out the passenger seat to order a sandwich at the window instead of sitting in the car and like, hey, add this sandwich to the order that my friend has. So I ended up charging him for the sandwich by itself. And it's like it's supposed to go to the other order. So I'm like, okay, I need your card again so I can get the other order. It's like, why did you even come out of the passenger seat to begin with? And then on top of that, a sandwich I know I put in the bag. I put that sandwich at the top of the bag. Like I threw it at the top of the bag. And like 2 minutes later, I see they're still there and they're talking about the sandwich is missing. How? So I'm like, my attitude is already at the peak. And he just didn't help. So I'm like, it's at the top of the bag, sir. Look in the bag, sir. It's just attitude just been getting worse, and just like more and more stuff just keep getting piled on. And like these past 2 days I actually got some type of rest. Has just been terrible. Like today I slept a good majority of the day and I'm still tired. I mean, not really right now, but like I try to work out, because I try to work out at least once a week, since I don't really have much time to myself dealing with 2 jobs. So I try to work out when I can on like a day like this where I don't work at both my jobs. During there passed out. Like I'm just so drained. And then on top of that I get this bad feeling. It's like a bad feeling every week. And there's only 3 things that can affect me right now: the girl I'm trying to build a relationship with, and one of the 2 jobs. Firehouse isn't necessarily a problem. After I got done talking to my dad about it, I don't see it as a savior of jobs, because it's really not. It's not that great. Food service jobs just suck to me, period. But Wendy's is like the weakest link right now, because I'm one of their best workers, and they don't appreciate me. Like I specifically hate that people get away with so much other stuff, but the 2 times I ask for something, it's a problem. Because I've dealt a lot with not feeling worthy enough to even deserve the things that I do get, or to feel like I deserve to be able to ask for certain things, because I never felt like I was good enough. So when I finally know that I'm good enough, it just makes me mad that people just feel like I'm the problem when I'm not. I know I'm not. All the crap that I done put up with for that job just to be getting cussed out because I want to ring up some food. So I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in, but it's gonna be a struggle if I even make it in 2 weeks. Cause I already said if I have to work with him again and something else happens, I will walk out. I will not come back. And I get the feeling that that's probably gonna happen. Now I'm gonna do it gracefully. I will wait till the store is closed, and then I will clock out and leave. I'm not trying to leave people to struggle, and it's already gonna be a struggle because we got like 4 people on night shift now. There's gonna be like 4 people on night shift because don't nobody want to come to work. Everybody wants to quit, understandably so. Like, until they start hiring more people, it's gonna be a struggle. One girl, she already put her 2 weeks in, and she might not even show up to work for them 2 weeks. Somebody else is probably gonna leave. I'm not sure about her situation. And then there's people that may or may not show up already as it is. So it's a good chance that I will probably be next. I don't need any more stress in my life. Part of me wants to just quit both jobs and go looking elsewhere because, like I said, food service sucks. That was another reason why I didn't really want to start working at McDonald's, because I was like, why would I want another job that's similar to Wendy's that'll probably have similar problems? Firehouse to me seemed different because it's a different type of food industry, but it's the same problems. And initially, I didn't want to leave Wendy's because I was like, I don't want to run away from my problems, but I'm not running away. This is just problems that cannot be fixed because nobody's trying to work on it. I hate working on things that I'm the only one trying to work on. If it's not about myself or something that I have to deal with, I'm not trying to be the only person working on it. Wendy's is not my problem to fix. Shoot, nothing outside of my life is for me to fix. I understand that dealing with a lot of things in life. I just, like, I know that I'm doing my best, but if my best isn't appreciated, I'm just gonna have to leave. And it's not getting appreciated. And I'm not saying that I need to get everything that I want. It's just the rare times that I do want something out of the ordinary, I just feel like I earned it. And if I'm asking for it, I feel like I either really need it or that I've done enough to receive it. So it's not like I'm just lazing around and then asking for everything. I asked for one of two things. Like, I asked for Wednesday off because I thought I had plans. Working at Firehouse canceled those plans, but I still wanted the Wednesday off because why not? I needed to sleep. I didn't get the Wednesday off. Well, I wouldn't have got the Wednesday off if one of my managers and one of my other coworkers didn't figure something out. But somebody else can get the rest of the week off, no problem. That bothers me. So it's just like today, if I thought Friday was bad, today is pretty much the worst. Like, dealing with mental health is very important to me because I've been depressed like a lot in the past. Like, I don't even remember when it started, but it ended like a while ago. I haven't been depressed for a good while, but just like dealing with knowing how I can be and dealing with that when I'm not in my best mood is like really important because I don't want to mess things up for me. And because mental health for us black men is very important, nobody really takes it seriously. Well, men in general, but specifically black men, I feel like it's something you see people talk about on Twitter. Like when Tyrese was going through it, it's just like we're supposed to be like this strong male figure, and nobody, well, Nobody that just looks at us as stereotypes expects us to be anything but that strong man, and it's not always like that. So part of the reason why I'm even recording this is because I want to talk about my mental health. I could have put it on Snapchat, but I just made a video talking about how I've been stressed, and that's it. My 2 to 4 loyal watchers will see it and won't even say anything, I bet. I also made a post about it on Facebook, and when I upload this on YouTube, I'll post it on Facebook and Twitter. But it's just, mental health is important. It's very important, especially for people like us. It's not something that I really like discussing anymore with anybody because, I get the feeling that nobody even cares. Like these past couple of days, I'm still questioning my relationship with the girl that I wanted to build a relationship with. Things just haven't been the same for either one of us, and I don't know why. So my last little bit of emotional support is for the time being. So I just had to make this video and talk about it. But today was just not good. I ended up passing out on the couch. My original plan when I came home last night was I was going to take a nap. I was going to wake up, work out a little bit, and probably eat. I passed out, didn't wake up till like 8 in the morning, and I kept waking up because I had these alarms that I set for to wake me up for Firehouse. So I was waking up for that, still like so drained, went back to sleep. I finally said, okay, get up. I got off the couch, went to take a shower, lotioned and everything, hopped into bed, went back to sleep. I slept I think I went back at like 10. I probably slept till like 12 or 1. And even when I did wake up, my eyes were still like, come on, you can close us again, right? You can go back to sleep. So I've been drained like all morning, sleeping so much. I mean, working like, work? 5 at Firehouse, like 5 to 8. So like working like 13 hours a day is gonna exhaust you in more ways than one. So I was like, okay, my body's getting the sleep that hasn't been getting all week. And like the beginning of the week, I really wasn't eating that much. I eat like twice a day. I try to eat more when I can because like if I'm walking to work, if I'm always on my feet, I'm honestly burning a lot more calories than when I was just working the one job trying to eat. But then it's also like sometimes I eat crap, so then it's like I gotta crap to get that out. Then it's just like, man, my stomach's messed up. So I'm trying to find things to eat and not mess up my stomach. Like sometimes I just want to let it clear all the way out and then eat. But it's like you gotta work, so now you can't really do that. Like today I was supposed to do that, but I thought I had plans, so I decided to eat. Plans didn't fall through. Nothing really fell through good for me. So I ended up eating, and yeah. Then like I said earlier, I worked out because I try to work out once a week at least. Because I don't want to let my body go. Even though, to be honest, working more hours is kind of helped me lose the little bit of weight that I thought I had. Like, I remember I posted this video on Snapchat. I was looking pretty decent. And like I hadn't worked out for like a week. And that was just from not eating and working more than eating. So it's like I'm trying to still keep up some type of physical capacity, but I was so drained. Like I did like maybe 30 push-ups, 11 pull-ups, which like 11 is kind of like my max right now because I don't do pull-ups a lot. And then I did like this other thing where I'm like, I'm pulled up and then I would lift my knees up because I feel like that's a good leg ab workout. And then I was gonna do something else. But then I was just like so drained and demotivated. So I was like, okay, let me try to meditate a little bit and try to get this bad feeling out. Passed out meditating. So then I just went to sleep. I woke up still feeling terrible. And I went to eat. And I was watching some YouTube, which kind of cheered me up a little bit. But then when I stopped, that just sinking feeling creeped and creeped and creeped. Like 20 minutes ago from now, the darkness darn near consumed me. I just I was patting my head down on the counter and I was just thinking about how, of course, nothing ever works out for me the way I want to. I don't deserve to have good things in life. And that, you know, honestly, I deserve all this disaster. But the only good thing about that whole thing is that I know it's not true. Over these almost 21 years of my life, I've built up a mental fortitude to understand that I'm not as worthless as I always felt I was, that I don't deserve the disasters that come to my life, and that just because something happens to me doesn't mean it's always a result of me and my mistakes or actions that I've made. But sometimes it's good to just dig into your deep, dark thoughts. I feel like that's part of understanding who you really are as a person. But even though I know it's not true, it still weighs on my mind. Like I can't cry, like I literally cannot cry for nothing. So it's not like I can just sit and break down, which Friday I pretty much almost did. Like I was so tired, so frustrated. And today I just was so frustrated. Like I feel like I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Like I'm 20 years old and I'm already running myself into the ground for no particular reason. I don't have bills. I still live with my parents. I don't have kids. I don't even have somebody else that I have to look out for. And I'm doing all of this, destroying my mental health, my physical health for no reason, just because I tried out. I mean, I'm not ashamed of the fact that I wanted to give it a shot. But it's just like wasn't when I signed up to do two jobs, I wasn't expecting all of this crap to come to me at once. I was hoping things will work out. Like, oh, I can work at this job and then I have an hour to like eat and then go ahead and go to this other job. That quickly went out the way. I like never leave at 4 when it comes to Firehouse because there's always some extra work that needs to be done. I left early one time, and even then I was like, y'all sure? Because one of the managers is like, we so slow that the owner would be mad if I didn't send somebody home. So I was like, hey, if you got to do it, you got to do it. So, but that kind of deluded me for like a day. I was like, oh yeah, it's going to happen more often. No. I think the earliest I probably left was like 4:30. And it most of the time it's only because I mentioned like, hey, I got to go to my other job. Like the only reason I don't say anything is because it's like I'm gonna still get something to eat. I can't just be like, oh, I gotta go, and then I get something to eat, and it's like I thought you had to go. It's like, yeah, after I eat, so I don't make a too big a deal out of it. But it's like, hey, I do still have another job that I gotta go to, but just like a lot of things that was supposed to work out didn't. Like one of my coworkers that worked there, we were supposed to have a little schedule that she kind of came up with that would help me get to work from that job to the other job. That lasted one day. Then she couldn't. None of the plans could work out, so I ended up walking to work. Now she has another job that she has to get to when she gets off that job. So there's no ride for me to work unless I Uber. Just another thing, man. Uber, Firehouse, and Wendy's spending money on the food and the Ubering is, if I wasn't making a decent amount of money at Wendy's, I would not. Well, no, because I still got a decent amount saved anyway, but it's not a good idea. But I can't wake up in the morning early enough anymore to go to get to walk in the firehouse because I need as much sleep as possible. And when I go to sleep, I don't ever want to wake up. And then I don't always leave at a decent amount of time to walk to Wendy's. And then I gotta eat. And if I'm at either one of two places, it's like I'm gonna have to eat at either one of those two places, if not both. It's just, this is not working out for me the way I thought it would. Nothing right now is working out for me the way I thought it would. And it's just like, I just want to end it all. I'm not talking about suicide, but I'm talking about I just don't want to work anymore. Like, why am I working myself into the ground for nothing? Like, the only good thing about this is that I do have another option. So I can leave Wendy's because Wendy's has just been worse to me ever since I started working at Firehouse. So I can leave Wendy's and have another job because that was one of the things that originally would stop me. So I wasn't exactly sure if I would have the ability to get another job. I have another job. Whether it's out of desperation or what, but I have another job. If they decide to let me go, if I decide to leave them, at least for the time being, I will have something until I decide to go somewhere else. Which probably won't take too long to do that either, because honestly, I'm like so fed up with everything. Like, I need a vacation, but I don't want to take a vacation because I'm not going to get paid because I wouldn't be working anywhere. So then it's just like personal things. It's not even my personal things. Like, this work is the most personal problem I have. It's just when you care about somebody, their problems, or not knowing their problems, it can be a heavy burden on you, especially for me, because it's rare for me to even have. So when somebody comes into my life, is my battery about to die? I can't look. No, I don't know. It just told me something. But when I have a special person in my life, well, when I finally find said special person, naturally, I'm gonna care about them a lot because it's rare for me to find somebody that even cares about me enough. And I hold her very dear to my heart because of how good our relationship is. And I feel like she's going through things, but she hasn't been talking to me, so that has also been a thing. And then my other coworker, the one I said was like my little sister, she's going through a little bit of stuff. She's not really stressing about it, but it's just the fact that she's talking to me about it. And then my big sis, I'm hoping she gets a job so we can work together. It's just, things have been weighing down on me for this past week, and it just does not get better. And adding this gut feeling that something bad is either happening or is gonna happen, and I don't know if it's dealing with somebody I care about or if it's with the job. It's just really not good. Like, I didn't want my first video back to be so depressing, but it's just like, this is the thing. Talking about stuff like this is exactly why I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I don't want to make like these stupid videos that I had in mind, or to keep doing these gaming videos and forget the whole reason that I started a YouTube channel. Even if nobody watches this video but me to give it its first view, I don't care. This is the type of video, I mean, I never expected to get this dark, but this is the type of videos that I wanted to put. Like I said, I wanted my channel to be a place where we can talk about anything and come together. Or, you know, my 16 subscribers, we can come together and just talk, feel comfortable with each other. And this is something that I've been dealing with for the past week. It's not something I want to deal with. It's hopefully leaving one job will take at least a good portion of the stress off. Because I can't keep dealing with this crap anymore. I just can't. It's just really not good. And it sucks not being able to talk to anybody about this, because nobody's really around when you're really going through stuff. Well, in my case, nobody's really around when I'm going through stuff. They're usually there after the fact, where I can tell them about it and it's like, hey, I'm already over it, instead of when I'm actually feeling it. So here's a video to that. It's like 36 minutes on. I'm gonna start recording and start uploading it, share it everywhere. I honestly don't even like making videos like this, because I don't like talking about my problems. Cause like I said, nobody really cares. You may have that one or two people like, oh, Dale, are you alright? And then it's just like, we haven't built a relationship enough to where I feel like I would want to talk to you about this, or I know you don't really care. You give me a 1-word message and that'll be it. But hopefully this helps somebody out there. Like, look, there's really nothing positive right now, but I know at least I tried. I didn't give up the first couple days, and it really took my own health being in jeopardy for me to consider just not doing anything. And I want whoever ends up watching this to understand, if you make it this far, you got to understand that you got to put yourself first. The problem I always had is that I never felt like I was worthy enough of putting myself first, so I'll always be the self-sacrificial type. I mean, even to some extent, I'm still kind of like that with people I care about. But that's because I put them above me, because it's so rare for me to find people that care about me and people that I care about. So when I find that person, naturally, I put them above me, because nobody is more important to me than the people I care about. You know, and with the people I care about, I wouldn't have to sacrifice like my health to make sure that they're happy. Otherwise, they're not people that need to be in my life. But I did that for a job that just doesn't appreciate me anymore. And I'm tired, physically and mentally. So I'm over it. I wanted to make this video to basically talk about what I've been feeling lately. And if somebody can relate, you know, then good. Hopefully you get something out of this video. Which, you know, like I said, nothing's really positive right now, but hopefully things get better when I finally start working for myself again. But that's it. I'm out.